Hello, my accomplices. On today's agenda, I don't have my bearings straight. I don't have the hat on or anything. I'm gonna grab the hat in a second. I am moving back into an old editing software that I used to use a couple years ago. So while I start getting my space figured out in that old editing software, I'm going to be talking about GrubHub. And if you don't know what happened with GrubHub, you are heaven blessed. The Lorax really was a warning, wasn't it? But in the meantime, new year, old software, so, you know, that's me. Ugh. Wait a second. 6/5. Okay, now we're back to normal. GrubHub is a fast food delivery service based in Chicago, founded in 2004 and funded in 2006 by some business college grant. Something Kaplan, don't really care. My main point being is that it has now grown into a conglomerate, owning such brands as Seamless. Something started in 1999. I think the relationship between Seamless and GrubHub is the relationship between Google and YouTube. So I guess in this situation, Google would be GrubHub and YouTube would be Seamless. Being such a big brand, you are bound to fall out of bounds at least once. I'm actually kind of surprised that it took GrubHub this long to hit that kind of note with its consumer base, but it was bound to happen eventually. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, GrubHub recently released an ad that became a meme.
GrubHub perks give you deals on the food you love.
So, of course, first reaction, GrubHub has released ads before that haven't really hit that sort of uncanny valley-ness that this most recent ad has. And I kind of want to explore why. I want to harken back first to a feeling that was first explored in The Lorax. The ad has these animated characters that are just so unrealistic and so smooth and noodly. For it to be a real ad, it just sounds wrong. The Lorax itself is a meme still to this day. It's not taken seriously as a movie at all. Its message is watered down, its writing is poorly structured, a lot of the characters are quite literally flat, even though they're animated in 3D. Like, if the GrubHub logo wasn't in this ad, I would have thought that somebody just made a mock-up from Lorax assets. And I'm not kidding. Like, it literally looks like it was ported from whatever the hell DreamWorks was on when it was working on the Lorax. That says a lot on its own, but I also want to harken back to a different ad campaign that also became a meme. And if you know where I'm going with this, I'm going to talk about the Amazon Echo. The introduction of the Amazon Echo advertisement was so in the wrong place at the right time. Not just the way that the video was structured, but also specifically in the way that it had come out in 2015. And the subsequent year, 2016, had this big burst, resurgence in meme culture at large. Anything and everything out of the ordinary was absolutely ripe for the pickings, and oh my god, did Amazon serve. One of the first things I want to hit on with the Amazon Echo ad was that it is a 4-minute ad. It just keeps going. As in movie trailers for like 2-hour movies hit like 1.5 to 2 minutes. This was twice the length of that, and it did not carry any of its tone for the entire 4 minutes. Which I guess means that it did carry a tone for an entire 4 minutes, but it was like constantly dropping the ball. Imagine an improv course where everybody just said no. My personal experience with this ad was that when I first watched it, I genuinely thought that it was a parody. I actually didn't think that it was a real ad, because there was no way that an ad, like just a modern ad in general, would go on for so long and hit so many poorly structured notes. The acting itself was so poor and stilted, and the introduction video was so poorly shot and structured that it genuinely felt like something straight from the 1990s. Like that intro to the internet video that went viral like 5 or 6 years ago. And now that I think about it, the GrubHub ad does hit a lot of the similar notes that a lot of like cheesy, crappy 1990s ads hit. It's the weirdly, awkwardly smooth, shiny animated characters. It's the bright fake colors. It's the plastic food. It's the weird character dynamics that just people just collect in this colored void and dance while eating food. Just, haha, this is a food item. Nothing could verbalize the absolute uncomfort, discomfort, anti-comfort that I felt with the GrubHub ad. And that specific anti-comfort could be spent either in a terrifying way, which is to say that we could use it as a platform for criticizing late-stage capitalism and stuff like that. Or, because this year's not starting off great, we could use it as a joke, which is, I don't know if it's better or worse, but I'm interested in seeing the direction that it goes in. As with many things that may or may not be better or worse, as with many things that come out of bad, who knows? You know? Who knows? Okay, so I thought I was going to be done with this video with the little piano sequence at the end, but I've already missed an upload, so I'm deciding to flesh out this idea as much as I can. First of all, I want to go ahead and say another commercial that's pushing a couple buttons that isn't really being talked about. The Kroger commercial
Deals and rewards like fuel
with the little
points.
ball and stick people. They're like, let's go low, low, low. It's pushing it. It's really pushing it. So how do we go about fixing the main problem in these modern ads? I think one of the first things to do is to get rid of the characters. If you have a product or a service, either have real humans or have really cartoonish characters. Don't have something that looks like something else that could be considered something else. With the GrubHub thing, the two things that I could immediately see that I think I joked about and already, Hotel Transylvania and the Lorax, which I'm surprised that nobody else caught that when GrubHub's advertising team. Sometimes when real humans fail you, all you really need to do is just either have famous people that people already know so that there's like a connective force, or just don't have people in your ad. You can just have Amazon Echo sitting in the void while a voiceover talks about how it works, rather than having a fake family talk to each other in this completely void advertisement space. Oh, actually, you don't actually have to yell into the... What? I think at this point, I've gotten so used to advertising that ads that actually feel like ads kind of feel like an insult to my intelligence, as if, oh, we know that we're attempting to sell you something, but you're dumb enough to buy it, so we might as well just do something so stupid, something so meaningless. Let's have a bunch of people dancing while eating food with the GrubHub logo. Just there, right? He taps on his phone and then he shakes his booty while eating foodie. Just dangle keys in front of my head at that point. Just call me stupid. Just get it over with, right? And I think the most quintessential lesson from all of this was probably with us from the very beginning. I'm gonna invest in a really good ad block from now on.